fuzzy one is Urza, and do some body weight interval training today. The plan for today is 30 seconds of one movement, followed by 30 seconds of a different movement. We'll go through each of those 3 times, and then I'll take a minute break while I show you the next ones, and we're gonna do 6 different sets of movements. So that's the game plan. I'll try and give modifications as we go through, so you can pick the modification or the intensity that works for you today. Some of the movements I will just explain, as I am not necessarily able to do them, and then I will be doing something completely different. So you're welcome to join me in whatever I'm doing, or you can do what I described. Most of it I should be able to do. It's just near the end, some of the core work that I'll be modifying. I think that's about it. Yeah, the first one will act as our warm-up, but if you ever need more of a warm-up, please take time to do that for yourself. So we're just gonna do fast feet, which is just gonna be running on the spot. You can keep your feet like in the same spot the whole time, or you can run them in and out. But if you decide to run them in and out, try and switch which foot leads at some point, so you even it out a little bit. And then our second movement is gonna be squatting. So feet are gonna be about hip width apart, or where they feel comfortable for you, and they're just gonna go down and up, trying to get those hips below parallel if you can. So working on whatever range of motion is good for you. And that's it, that'll get us started. Hopefully get us warm. Fast feet first. Here we go. Seats are nice in. Will you like this one, maybe? Like face back. Almost there, then we're moving on to squats. Here we go. Standing all the way up, opening those hips up at the top. Keeping your full foot, both feet planted during your squats. Good, we're back to fast feet. Halfway there. Squatting. One more round after this. Here we go. We're halfway. Squatting. Good job, you guys. Just over halfway. Gonna get a minute break. It's a good time now for some water if you want it while I show you the next two. First one is going to be a reverse lunge. So we're going to step our foot behind us, try and get that knee right down to the ground. Stand all the way up, open those hips up. We're going to alternate legs every time. So you just go right, left, left. For the second 30 seconds, we're going to do a skater jump. So side to side. You can reach lower or right down to the floor if you can. Or you can stay more upright. The lower you go, the harder the movement feels. So pick an option that works for you. Reverse lunge and skater. Reverse lunge is first. Say it today. That's the same.
Somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of three. I'm singing to the skies.
And jump.
Entering my voice and the testify. I'm ready now, 'cause this is good now.
Yeah. We got 10 more seconds here. After those reverse lunges, Ursa's got a little extra pep in her step today. At least one of us.
My heart to stay. I need that joy down in my heart to stay.
All right, skater jumps. One more time each. The legs get a little bit of a break on the next one. Skater jump last time. Almost 35. Good. All right, our next two. We'll change of pace. We're gonna do burpees. I'm sure they're everybody's favorite. For the first 30 seconds. And then push-ups. This one's gonna feel a lot more in your shoulders and your upper body. So burpees, we are gonna put our hands down to the ground. You can jump your feet out or you can step them out. Then you're gonna lower yourself, try down to your chest, and then feet come back in, little hop at the top. For me, I'm going super wide just because of my mobility right now, and then I'm controlling myself quite a bit when I go down to the ground just to touch my chest. You do not necessarily have to. You can kind of just, for lack of a better term, flop onto your stomach in the bottom of that burpee if you want to. You don't have to be as controlled. You can save the control in the push-up for when we do push-ups. So then the second movement is just going to be staying down. We're going to do push-ups. If you can, try and keep your elbows in nice and tight, and we'll focus on a tricep push-up. You can go from your knees or your toes. And you're going to keep the elbows tight, try and get that chest to the ground, and then push yourself back up. You want to keep the body in a nice straight plank, no matter if you're from your knees or your toes. Burpees, push-ups. That's it. Okay, 10 seconds.
Pushing everything on me. The God's but if you think you gotta get away from me, better change your mind. The headache got me feeling right. We're going home.
Are you gonna do it? Oh my goodness, push-ups are next.
For the longest time, you're staring like you want me. I can feel your eyes, so go tell me things goodbye. We can make our way outside. If you think they're gonna stop you coming with me, better change that mind. The Henny got us feeling right. Going home with me tonight.
Back to burpees.
You got me going crazy. Turn me on, turn me on. Let me chill you, girl, you all around me. You got me going crazy. Turn me on, turn me on.
Doing awesome. Push-ups.
Let me hold you, go cross my body. You got me going crazy. Turn me on, turn me on. Let me chill you, throw it all around me. You got me going crazy. Turn me on, turn me on.
Almost there. One more time each. Almost there, almost done with burpees today. One more set of push-ups. Almost tight if you can.
Just a minute. See, I get faith in the God of your head. Can't deny it.
Good job. Water if you'd like. Okay. Our next two. We're going to focus on one side for 30 seconds and then the other side for the other 30. So we're going to do a side lunge. So for me, I'm stepping my right leg out to the side. And you do a side lunge. You don't have to go super deep if you don't want to, or you can get right down. You're going to push off, coming back to your starting position into a curtsy lunge. Okay, so you're going to step up to the side and then curtsy. Side and then curtsy. And then we'll do the other side for the other 30 seconds. And that'll be it. We'll do 3 rounds each. If you feel like you don't, oh, it's gonna go. Not bad. If you feel like you don't want to do that combination of side and curtsy, just pick one or the other, stay on one side for 30 seconds, and then do the other side of the one movement. You can stick with that the whole time, or you can switch back and forth. Okay. Ignore that one. Ready? 3, 2, turning on whichever side you want. Side lunge and curtsy. So your one foot stays planted the whole time. Other side, same thing. Okay, back to the first side. Other side.
That's what you do. I know I should be holding my feelings, staring out the ceiling, but it's the truth. Following you, but it's out your waist. That isn't what I'm thinking anyway, no. I drive my eyes as I come to that.
All right, last time on each side.
At least tonight, no, I don't think I'm crying. Before what I'm saying, my heart is aching to feel the truth.
Last time.
Just standing and healing, it's my way of healing, but it's the truth. Wallowing in it, put this out your waist. That isn't gonna fix it anyway, no.
10 more seconds, you're almost there.
I drive my eyes 'cause I don't think I'm crying. At least
Excellent job. Okay, water. Our next two. First one is going to be an inchworm plus a climber. So you're going to walk your hands out to a plank position. Once you're in plank, drive the knees forward as far as you can. Let's do 6 total, so it'll be 3 on each side. And then you're going to walk your hands back in. You can bend your legs, stand all the way up, and repeat. So walk out, 6 climbers, back in and up. Doing that as many times as we can in 30 seconds. And then for the other 30 seconds, your choice. You can either do a jumping jack or some variation of a jumping jack, or you can do a squat jack if you want. That's it. And this is like our last intense one, and then it has some core to finish off. So inchworm plus climber, and then squat jack or jumping jack. Okay, 5 seconds. Getting ready to inchworm. Nice strong plank, and then climber. 6 total. Make your way or squat jack.
Your searchlights, we can see in the dark. We are rockets, right up at the start. We are brilliant, beautiful heart.
Alright, back to our inchworm climber. If this is too much, you can always just hold the plank or just do climber. If you don't like doing the inchworm in and out.
What about all the broken happy ever after?
Jumping jack or squat jack. Almost there. All right, one more set each.
To be loved.
All right, jumping jack or squat jack. Last time. Last 10 seconds, keep going. Excellent job. All right. Our last 2 exercises. All right, first one for you guys is going to be a can-can. So you're going to start laying on your back. And you're going to bring one leg up and your upper body up at the same time. So I'm going to show you the version where I don't lift my shoulders up, but when you do it, you will. So you're going to be starting here, and you're going to lift your torso up towards your leg, and then come back down. Switch sides, torso up towards your leg, and back down. So you will be trying to get your whole body up off the ground. I will not. I'm going to be hanging out here, and I'm just going to be extending one leg out and pulling it back in, doing more of like a dead bug style. So you're welcome to join me in that if you prefer. There's a full mat over there that you can go chew that bone on. No? Okay. And then our second one for 30 seconds, you can either do a Superman, where you're going to lay on your stomach and you're going to have your arms up by your ears. And you're going to lift your chest and your shoulders up off the ground. And you're going to do the same thing with your legs. They're going to be straight out. You're going to try to lift them up off the ground so that just your kind of hips and torso will be on the ground. So you can either hold that in that kind of boat position for the whole 30 seconds, or you can pulse up and down. Or you can come onto your hands and knees, extend opposite arm and leg, squeeze for a second, and then we'll do the other side. So I'm going to be doing that one, bird dog, but you can also do the Superman if you want. Okay, so starting with can, we're going to be on our backs. Woo-hoo. Perfectly good mat over there. Here we go. Can. Or dead bug if you're joining me. Superman, or bird dog. All right, back to count.
There's a energy when you hold me, when you touch me, it's so powerful. I can feel it when you hold me, when you touch me, it's so powerful.
Bird dog or Superman. Last set. All right, 30 seconds. Excellent job. We're done with that stuff. Grab some water and we'll just finish with a little bit of stretching. I always like to start with my quads, so you can sit, stand, or lay. You're going to tuck your heel into your bum, feeling a stretch through the front of that bent leg. For a deeper stretch, think about squeezing your bum or pushing that hip forward. You'll feel a little bit more in the front of your leg there. Got pretty fired up today. Yeah, some energy to burn. And when you feel ready, you can switch sides. And now we'll bring our feet forward, just bringing them together or close together. Legs stay straight, and we're just going to stretch forward. So you'll feel this one in the back of your legs, so in your hamstrings, maybe a little bit in your calves if they're tight enough. Your lower back, that's a normal place to feel the stretch as well. And just reaching to wherever you start to feel a little bit of a stretch by keeping those legs nice and straight. Good, join us for some stretching. Very nice. Good. And then we'll finish with a little bit of upper body. So for the first one, we're gonna open our chest up. So feel this one in your chest and in the fronts of your shoulders. You can just open the arms out to the side, hold it here. You can also try and interlock the fingers behind your back and straighten those arms out. Or you can just rest your hands behind you on the ground and then lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Whichever version feels good for you. Just a couple more nice deep breaths here. Especially after all those burpees and push-ups. And then we'll finish with a tricep stretch. So your elbow up towards the ceiling. You can give it a little push from the bottom, or you can pull just gently on top. Think about sitting up nice and tall, but keeping your rib cage down. So you don't want to flare the rib cage out and arch the back. You want to keep your back in a nice straight line. Should feel this one along the back of your arm, which we also tried to target in those push-ups by keeping our elbows in nice and tight. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good. Relax the arms. That's it for me. If you feel like you need some more stretching in your life, please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, thanks for joining me. Sorry about the extra music, if we want to call Urza's barking and zooming music in the background there. But she was just excited to be here today. So I'll be back next week on Tuesday. So have yourself a great week, and we'll see you then.